Okay, y'all, let's start chapter 4. I'm very excited. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Except that, you know, we'll probably go back to that underground lab thing. Should I rest for the day? Yes, please. So we can end the chapter. Which is literally all this will do for us. Well, I mean, it'll start the next chapter too. That's how that works. I don't know. Everyone else is gone, so I've got the house to myself this weekend. I'm very excited about it. It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? We find salvation at the end? I don't know. We just got this bitch. Who I don't love, I gotta say. Hey, Mr. Gremlin. Looks like we wasted a whole day. It's gonna be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the mark's curse. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to is the convenience store clerk. Ah, that explains why we only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name, like you. Not that I completely believe that the curse thing is real. Of course not, babe. She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of the existence of spirits and the mark. But I know she's already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why'd this have to happen to me? Okay, that was a cute noise. Hiroo is startled at the sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night? He says that like he might be surprised. All of our visitors come in the middle of the night. 100% of them. I don't mean Mary to know it's a bark bearer. Maybe it's Daimon? Can only hope. Sorry to impose on you so late. Oh, it is Daimon. Okay, a tall thin man walks in. His skin is white as a sheet and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. Don't ask me why I find this man so attractive, but I do. It's a problem. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. Yeah. You're Gremlin and Hiroo, right? I heard about you and the mark from Yasuoka before I came here. Okay, so Daimon's friends with Yasuoka. Something about a Miss Sue, too. Sounds like you had a rough night. Well, that was not tonight, but, you know, he seems to know Yasuoka. Maybe she's following through on her promise and sent him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon, and I think you can guess my occupation. Doctor. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck. What kind of business brings a doctor like you here? Daimon's eyes flicker over at the suspicion of Hiroo's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have cursed scar, same as you, mark. He unbuttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on the left side of his chest. We never get to see the mark on anybody else, and it makes me sad, like just a little bit. It just suddenly one day appeared. Oh, that's a face. That is not an attractive face. My poor boy. Though, to be honest, I never thought it had happened to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Oh, so he knew about it before getting the mark. That's definitely interesting. Curious. Did you know about the mark before Yasuoka told you about it? Yeah, that's right. There's a mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. Okay, so we're definitely doing army shit. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they be from the Second World War. More than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumors would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. Potentially where a homeless man currently lives. I don't know, maybe it's a different laboratory. After the war, all top-secret documents related to the lab were burned. Except the clinical records I found. Secret lab, huh? That's kind of hard to believe. Dr. Daimon, if you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon. Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war. And they were backed into a corner. How unscientific. Don't you think so, Mr. Kremlin? I don't know. I guess so. Seem pretty calm about this. It may be your cautiousness is what has kept you alive this long. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It was called the Cannon Soldier. Cannon Soldier. That made me think of the Bodhisattva? I've never seen that word in my life. Bodhisattva cannon. 50 years ago, and the Buddha statues. It can't be. Dr. Daimon, where is his lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea. Sorry. The documents my grandfather kept didn't give any details about it. It's awfully convenient that we have a map then, ain't it? I see. Hey, Mr. Gremlin? That 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to. She pulls out her old map. I'd wanted to keep it a secret, but I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrances to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious? No, he's sick. His excitement, he starts coughing. My apologies. Where did you get that, Hiroo? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of a secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Miss Zukawa stole it. I accidentally let it slip to her. She loved strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down there in that secret lab. That's pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, then I'll have to consider it. I suppose that's just how she is. Was your grandfather involved in the lab some way, Hiroo? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer with the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved with the engineering lab? And now you both have the mark? Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab coats are probably all Hiroo and I have in common. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that'll help us find the truth behind the curse. It's also the origin of the Cannon Soldier. A name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zu in the shelter. It might all be connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. Dr. Daimon gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuoka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Daimon, will you help us? Yes, please come with me. I don't want to take her with me. Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical. Are you sick? You don't look so well. Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. That sounds ominous. His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill. Yeah, they really do not make me feel good about finding that man attractive. I can't help it. I'm not okay. So, are we heading to the shelter? About that. We were stopped from going further by a locked door. That strange old man was there too. I doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be difficult to break in from there. Where did you enter the shelter? A manhole on Keimiyamashi North Road. Oh, I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right, an entrance is there. But there seems to be another one. It's at New South Alley. Have you tried going there? No, we didn't have a map. We didn't know there were other entrances. No, not yet. Then let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of the cannon soldier. Okay, will it let me take Daimon with me? Because I want to. He said nothing physical, but... Okay, it'll let me take him. 10 out of 10. Look, I don't like her. She's very mean, and we don't want her to meet the homeless man, because she's probably going to be really rude about it. So, I mean, that's really not what we need with our lives. We reach New South Alley. Like North Road, it's silent and empty. It's hard to believe a lab entrance is on a residential street like this. In any case, we should look around. Well, I'm imagining it's underground. You know, the way they normally are. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Okay. Is there anything else for us to look at? There are traces of a name on the store up by the roof. Looks like it closed now. Or it's closed now. But what is it? Okay, I just want to check and make sure that we're not missing anything. But it doesn't appear like we are. Okay. Down the manhole we go. There's a manhole. Unlike Keimiyamashi Road, this one only has one. It definitely looks suspicious. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one in Keimiyamashi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would, at least. A reasonable conclusion. We can assume all info on the place is being concealed by someone. It'd be trouble if it were made public, huh? Then it's people who used to be involved. Yes, some are still alive today. A certain city representative used to be my grandfather's colleague. The Kujos may not be innocent either. Were they involved somehow? Oh, you don't know? After the war, the Kujo head was prohibited from public service. What does that even mean? It was because he assisted the army in some manner. So he could have been involved with the lab? Also, that's... if I had to make a guess. This manhole's a Pandora's box for any dignitary with damaged reputation. I wonder what secrets we'll find. Still, you know a lot about it considering. I'm interested in the lab myself, though not as much as Hiroo is. I've already done some research. But this being such an important secret place, isn't it a little too easy to get into? True, they're not guarding it. The lid could have originally been locked or bolted shut somehow. This Miss Zoo might have done away with the restraints. There is a homeless man living there. So they can't be guarding it too closely. Unless he was a guy who used to work for the army and is now homeless. Because, you know, don't treat soldiers that great all the time. I don't know what it's like in Japan, but if it's anything like here, sometimes veterans are not treated very well. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ugh, it smells familiar. I wonder if we're going to run into the source of the hair. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. This reminds me of when I was a kid. Let's get going, Gremlin. Yes, let's. My lovely friend. Diamond and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or hell smeared with blood? Ooh, that might be fun. I'm very curious as to if this case will be as upsetting as the last one. Because the last one was very upsetting. For me, anyway. The cannon soldier. Okay. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as it was in Keimiyamachi. The looming concrete wall and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. Oh dear, this is not a place for someone with bad lungs like me should be. I'm sorry, baby. And is that an army song? Hearing that, I feel worse. It's been 50 years, so there's no way a radio or phonograph is still playing. Something supernatural has to be at work. It's so easy to fall back and blame things on the supernatural now. I've gotten too used to this occult world. I see. I don't have any spiritual powers, so that kind of thing is beyond me. If you say so, then I believe you. More hair? Doesn't look like there's hair. Okay. It's a blood stain. An area with a stain that's lighter color than the rest. If you say so. Can I touch it? I run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck to the floor. Keep scratching at it until it starts to crease and manage to pull it up off the floor. Okay, it's just a talisman. Magic, magic, magic. Spirit power, or soul power, or whatever. The worn out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay, so if I go back... We go forward first? I guess we'll go forward first. More blood? Trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Someone trying to escape? That's not disconcerting at all. No. Still no hair, though. I really want to know about the hair. It's one of those, like, strange, very Japanese ghost things. These scary, long black hair. They're pitch black stains. Is this blood? Seems so. Still, there's an entire too much of it. It's like a blood bag burst. But doesn't that other thing bother you too? Of course it bothers me. Imagine we're on the same page. It looks like something was posted here. Yes, okay. That was what I was trying to look at. It was over the blood bit. There's a clearly defined space on the wall, as if something had been there. Looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. Some kind of poster or bulletin? There's unfortunately no way to know. I can touch it though. I don't know where I want to touch it, but I can. Okay. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. I don't have any tools, do I? No. Okay. So there's nothing I can do there then, it seems. I guess we just go forward then. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get so lost. Oh dear, should we go backwards first then? Hold on, let's go back first. Because I imagine that'll be not quite as scary. I'm not prepared for another maze. I did not do well in the forest. Okay, here we go. This is what we want. Something that doesn't look horrifyingly scary. It's a thick iron door. Keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Okay, well we definitely don't have the key. So, I guess we can't go forward. Seems to be locked. Okay. So, now we can go back, I guess. Now that we know we need a key. I'm scared. Mazes are scary. I really wish we could, like, see the whole map at some point. Because I get so easily lost. Okay, we're gonna go left first. Because you always go left. I don't know why. That's just the reality. When I step into view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise, a presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping like from a telegraph. Freeze? I freeze in place. Okay, I don't think that was what I was supposed to do. Or maybe it was. Oh, fucking no. The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. Oh god, I can't do, what's it called? Morse code. Sequence dot Dash, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. What in the world does it mean? I don't fucking know. Soul? Yes, okay. To be fair, this is Morse code in Japanese, so it's not even like the same as English, because that's only 2 letters. Hear a quiet voice, so be even worse at it. Point to your soul. What the fuck does that mean? Art? No, art wasn't the wrong option. Okay. Maybe we'll try head then. I don't know, I would have thought like head was like brain, not soul. But maybe they're similar. An oxygen, my brain instantly shuts down. Well, let's try that again then, shall we? Let's shall. Decide again, please, friend. Okay, I'm gonna still freeze just because that seemed to leave us somewhere. Joel. Stomach seems like a weird choice, so I'm gonna go with head. I don't know that that's correct, but I think that's what we'll go with. Hear a quiet voice. Head? Yes, okay. I don't know, I would have thought that was brain, so it would be different than soul, but I don't know. The beeping suddenly stops. We survived. Seriously? Amazing, a real supernatural event. God, that face. He's so cute, and then he makes that face, and it makes me sad. Diamond seems pleased. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure this will happen again, but there's no need to tell him that. Is it safe now? Yeah, probably. Let's keep moving. Here's another one of those posters. The pitch black stains. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space. That might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. Okay. I can touch it. Why do I want to touch it? I don't know. Stain seems to be old blood. Crackles and flakes off beneath my fingers. Okay, and we still don't have any tools, so that's not gonna do us any good. Is there anything else to look at? Doesn't look like it. Can we go forward? We opened the door and went inside. I was not prepared for that. The air in the room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. Well, that's good. That's what we're looking for. Looks like an operating room. And the smell must be... Oh, there it is. Gremlin, sorry, but could you shine the light over there? Sure. Oh, fuck. I shine the flashlight as directed. And find a corpse. Diamond crouches down and begins to study it. Whoa, it's pretty old. You might be better off having an archaeologist or anthropologist look at this. Diamond skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. Corpse is odd, extremely odd. The cervical vertebrae is severed. That's the one in the lower back, right? Probably? That's where your cervix is. So cervical, well, that would make sense, right? But the cut's a mess. Some kind of small bladed object did it, most likely. Though it clearly wasn't cut with a surgical tool. I can't even imagine why anyone would do something so cruel. The head was severed with a tool, huh? Oh, okay. Apparently the cervical vertebrae is closer to your head. Interesting. It's too old, the corpse isn't enough. Someone should have left behind records. It might be wise to search the room. Yeah, good idea. Neil was added in the lab. I don't love that. Like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Cut in the neck is jagged, must have been cut by some kind of tool. Okay. Ooh, cabinet with a glass door. Looks like something's inside. So open it, friend. I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal Vat Management Record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimension suddenly iron door half spiritualized. Hypothesized focused mystical forces needed sacred object to erase. Safety valve, release code diamond. Nothing else written. Okay, well that's going to be important for us. I got the Kagura Suzu bells and disposal vat management record. Okay, so we have bells now too. I don't know what we're going to do with the bells, but we've got them. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization? I don't understand half of these words. I do hope you understand what the word disposal means. Plus, those bells I found don't fit in a place like this at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? A thin thread. Seems to be human hair. Glitters pale gold in the light. No, it's not black. This is an interesting development. Had it been black, it would not have been. What? The mart starts sucking at my blood. What the fuck? That's not a phrase we've ever heard before. I ignore it, instead stare at the shining hair as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that this moment, no, it's here, this place. I've been here before. Oh no. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. Apparently we've been here before. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I've absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Gremlin? What's all of this all of a sudden? The instant Diamond speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. Are you honestly alright? Those are some rather odd mumbles. I'm fine, really, just spaced out for a bit. For better or worse, Diamond didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. It's because I think it was the Black Rabbit who got murdered. I guess all I can do now is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. New move was added in the lab. Number 1. Okay. Metal cabinet. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection. The something statue donated from H Shrine. The Shura statue? Maybe? Created by line statue markers. Using chisel donated by same family. Sever head. Tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Okay. It mentions a chisel. Does that mean those are used for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. Hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever the heads? It's unbelievable, doing something like that. Maybe? I don't know. I've never tried to sever someone's head before, admittedly. Light bulb is flickering weakly. Okay, it's not particularly helpful. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see paper stuck to the backside. Found a worn out talisman. Okay. Cool beans. Soul power. Woohoo! Well, I'm gonna guess that's everything that's in here, because I don't see anything else. Okay. Let's go back then, I guess. And then go forward. Okay, now do we want to go left again? Let's go left again. If we just keep going left, we'll eventually go to all the places. This is a helpful strategy, I have decided. Because I just get fucking lost 100% of the time. Oh dear, okay, hold on, sorry. Apparently I hit a button I didn't mean to hit. It's a thick iron door. Keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Okay, so this one's locked, is it? Yes, okay. So I guess we'll go backwards and go left again. And see where that takes us. I don't know, this one looks more ominous. Maybe just because it's longer? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, I can't look at that. Dried blood has blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot of it. Whoever left it probably died. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. I reach for it. As I hold onto the edge, somehow I manage to grab it. Oh, it's another talisman. Okay, cool beans. Okay. Well, the rules are we're going left, so let's keep going left. Until we can go left no more. We go north at the intersection and... Huh? The outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. Huh. What? Are you seeing odd things again? You can't see it? Unfortunately, no. Looks like Diamond can't see the door. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. You touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Okay. Let me see what we have in our bag. Bell, maybe? 3 sets of small bells. Meant to be used by shrine maidens. So wouldn't that honor gods? Isn't that what shrine maidens do? Prototype weapon developed in an army by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed in the hilt, but it's so flimsy that it's destroyed after 1 use, so it was never officially adopted. Okay, well let's try the bell then. Did I touch it? I touched the door, but it just feels like a wall. Seems the door has no substance. Okay. Well, let's try this and see if that happens, or see what happens. I take it the Kagura Suzu bell. Is just touching it okay? No, I have to... Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've no choice but to trust the other me. I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. And now we've got a door. Next instance, the door physically appears, and I'm guessing this is where the disposal vat will be. Wait, what? I'm not hallucinating, am I? I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. Not my favorite. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling. Okay, well, whoops. I guess we can save. Might as well. Memo is what I want. Oh, hold on. I guess we can just do it this way. Okay. We're gonna read these, because it specifically told me to, so it seems like the thing to do. Yasuoka sent a new mark bearer, Daimon, to the mansion. He talks about a mysterious being called the Cannon Soldier. We learned about it from clinical records during World War II. Those documents also mention a scar similar to the mark. Everyone who had it worked in a specific army research facility. Okay, apparently I can't read today. Everyone who had it worked in I really can't read. Okay. They were developing the Cannon Soldier here at the end of the war. I don't really know what the Cannon Soldier is, but if everyone involved in the research got the mark, then I can't help but think that they were trying to make a spirit into a weapon. But why would Daimon, grandson of a researcher, and hiroo, daughter of a lab engineer, suddenly get the mark now? Did the soldier's curse spread to the descendants or something? And then there's that 13th Army Engineering Lab. Hiroo agrees to tell me more about it. Her old map is that of the lab, the same underground shelter we broke into earlier. The key to Zukawa's transformation and the stolen statues is likely there. So we'll have to go back again. The map shows another entrance in M New South Alley. Let's try looking around there this time. The research lab looks more like an operating room. The state it's in suggests that inhumane experiments took place there. I'd really like to leave this place, but we need to thoroughly check for any documents or tools left behind. Hatred clogs the air here, making it more dangerous than any of the other places we've been. We could be attacked at any time. We have to be prepared. We find documents and a Kazura Suzu bell in the cabinet. The files say something odd. Spiritualize the door. Release with sacred object. The Kazura Suzu bell is probably considered one. We also learn that the safety valve release password is Diamond. I'm bothered by a thin blonde hair found between the pages. The moment I wonder if a foreigner was here. I hear a voice saying, check the disposal vat. I don't like those eyes. What the? It's not the usual whisper in my ear, it's my own voice. I have no control over my mouth as it moves on its own. Are the fragments of my memory causing this? It keeps going. It's probably behind the wall. So weird. I feel like I have some special power. There's a passage beyond the intersection that looks like a dead end. The iron door flickers in and out, and for whatever reason, I'm the only one who can see it. I can't believe this. Do I have some sort of spiritual power? Well, we do, kind of, I guess. I don't know. I can't believe this. Oh, sorry. Oppose a spiritual with a spiritual. Do I have a sacred object? Yeah, okay. So what's it called? The safety release valve. Okay. I guess we'll go in? Or should I dispose? Yeah, that's not very helpful. Okay. Can we go in? We opened the door and went inside. 10 out of 10. I push open the iron door and we head inside. Whoa, this is amazing. Is that the word you want to use? Okay. On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Something's on the ground. Looks like a sword. Got the rusted army sword. I take what Diamond picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. There's some heads. Are these the heads of the Buddha statues? They're kind of just scattered around. This might be a garbage dump. Just then. Huh? My sound echoes off of something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with pale light. A have a rather bad feeling. Let's get out of here for now. I tried to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked. Impossible. A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? We have to get out of here. We'll die of hypothermia. The safety relief valve. That's what we need. I have to remember. What was written in those documents about the disposal vat? All I see near me are the Buddha heads. Fuck, okay. What should I do? Touch the diamond one? Okay, apparently that was the correct answer there. I touched the diamond Arhat head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction down into a drain. Whoa. It's pulling us in. Oh, fuck. I didn't quite expect that. But we did apparently survive, so I suppose we'll call that a success? Perhaps? When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we are drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. I very nearly breathe a sigh of relief. But then I remember Daimon. That's right, where's Daimon? No need to be so worried. Oh, fuck! Ah, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's the old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Daimon, but... my jaw's nearly locked and my voice is gone. What the fuck? Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for nearly an hour? So you'll be slurring your words for a while. Oh fuck, where's Daimon? He was sick. Should we not have brought him here? I just didn't want to antagonize the old man, because Hiroo is kind of a bitch, and she's not very good at being nice to people. So I didn't think she'd be nice to this old man. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. That's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. Don't know that I like that description. It doesn't feel great. Oh, are we taking him back to the mansion with us? So he's gonna run into Hiroo anyway, fucking hell. Look, I tried to avoid it, sir. We get in the car, and even though it's in the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... It's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Don't be an asshat. Hang in there a little while longer. Daimon shudders. You can see us shivering, can't you? How selfish can you get? It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee E2. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's how he introduced himself. But it's obviously that isn't his real name. He sits next to me. Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. Kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth. I mean, if it smells like bread... So, Banshee, what are you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about the spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is. He nods vigorously to himself. I wonder if you truly understand, old man. Diamond's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? Terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter. And you guys are wrapped up in it now. The story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name, Banshee E2, on it. So you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but, well, you don't know that. I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us, how do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You've got to find that. A center? That swirling grudge and the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit and the heart of the curse? Something like that should be left within that. Their swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then. He trails off, his gaze at the dark road, his mouth hanging open like he's running out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Well, let's get him home and feed the poor man. Maybe try to avoid Hiroo. Because I'm certain she's going to say something awful to him. Because that's who she is. Oh, that reminds me, Gremlin. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Got the underground shelter key. It's a key for the underground shelter. I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Gremlin. He just picked it up? Why is he acting like it's a favor? But I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Why is everyone such an ass? Hero walks up to us. Oh dear, okay. Oh, welcome back. Learn anything? Diamond butts in before I can speak. Wait a second. You're not really considering... You haven't fallen for that suspicious old man's story, have you? Wow, that's rude. You want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Gremlin. You believe me, right? Of course. That's my good pal Gremlin for you. Well, I suppose if you're fine with it, then I won't worry about it. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief. Can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? Dining room should have something. Ooh, food! Banshee bolts to the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Hero gives me an exasperated look. Sir Gremlin, you've got a crazy one on your hands this time. Shut the fuck up, bitch. It's fine. I'm sure he knows something. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cut noodles and sweet buns. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. It's never good to do when you're starving. It'll make you sick. That was enough for 10 people. He devoured it all, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner. Excellent. I haven't been this full in forever. Ah, glad to hear it. Mind answering some questions? Why were you down in that shelter? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. Not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain and no damn rats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in the winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Daimon seem about the same. It's a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. That would have been Zukawa. It was winter. I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Zukawa. I nod. That is my thought as well. That was a month ago. I thought it was 6 months ago. Okay, anyway. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger. Which was a damn walking Buddha statue. Definitely a stranger. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. They even got this weird scar. Oh, so Banshee's been marked too. Banshee removed his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You might not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was a cannon soldier after all. A cannon soldier? Well, if it's like a Buddha statue, is it like, what are those things called? Golems. Golems? They're like Jewish things that they make out of clay that they use as like soldiers or servants or whatever. It like does what you say, I guess. Maybe, kind of. Also a little bit dangerous. I don't have that much knowledge about the whole thing. The cannon soldier. How do you know that name? Some documents I saw had it. There's an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. The Heavenly Buddha Project weapon. Are you nuts? Spiritual powers making something move? That's insane. Thanks, Hero. I know, Hero. Come on, calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth. Fuck. I liked you, sir. And a delicious roasted potato, too. I mean, like, I get it, but also, like, don't burn things that we need. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Daimon. Your measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something. Somewhere. Probably from H Shrine. Is where they were keeping all the Buddha statues after they were being destroyed when that whole thing happened. Or Buddhism wasn't allowed to be a religion anymore. That must be H Shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over, but nobody thought anything actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. Went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. Bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter, probably victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite marks on their arms. Or on them, not. The thing went and wrecked the place then. It stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. Her and Daimon are white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. Me too. What? Are you kidding me? Statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Thanks, Hero. We love you. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the cannon soldier. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiru's marks. I guess that would make sense. Maybe that's also the cause of our mark? because apparently we've been down there before. So we might be connected to all this shit too. What if you flipped that though? Both your grandparents got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But when it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hiroo can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something. He talks like I do. So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. Mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely you just completely slipped his mind. Oh, don't be so... Ugh. You don't have to be so dismissive of the old man. I think he knows things. I think maybe he was there. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. Have to figure it out on our own if we can't be of more help. Even to be a pro with this gremlin, we'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times. Weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking while we went down in the shelter. So what are you folks gonna do now? Good question. Ooh, I don't know. Hold on, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna have to make a decision. Though I don't actually know. Okay. The guide wants me to take Hiroo with me, but I don't want to. I don't know that I need her specifically for anything. But I don't know. I don't want to read the whole thing. Okay, well, we'll do it without her and then see if bad things happen, I guess. Okay. I guess we'll investigate the soldier? Let's go with the project. Let's investigate the project in the shelter. I feel like that'll be key to the mark. I guess we're going back in then. Hiroo's still kind of sulking, but at least she's recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try and run away. Yep, we should find it there. Part of everything that's causing the curse. You need to stop the cannon soldier. That's what my gut is telling me. What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I'm going to take a nap in the park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Sir, you can stay here. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New info was added to the spirit file. The underground shelter's inhabitant. Other. Did we read it then? Perhaps? Somehow we make it out of the freezing water trapped in the disposal vat and return to the mansion with a strange homeless man calling himself Banshee Itu. I think. I don't know. He's been living in that shelter, and he has surprising info. He says that he saw Zukawa going in and out, and then saw a Buddha statue walking around. He tells us some of the research documents he had to burn for warmth. They detailed something called the Heavenly Buddha Project, some mumbo-jumbo about using spiritual power to make a statue into a weapon. They gathered numerous sacred objects, including a massive number of statues from the shrine in each city, but there was no way it'd work. The war was almost over, but it moved. The spirit weapon named the cannon soldier moved. The soldier went berserk in the shelter and killed people. Those who escaped had a scar, most likely the mark. What's alarming, though, hard to believe, is is the walking statue Banshee saw. And that's when he got the mark. It means the cannon soldier is moving once more. That might be why Diamond and Hero, descendants of those involved, have the mark as well. Unclear what made the soldier move, past or present, but we have to find a way to stop it. Maybe there are records on how it stopped 50 years ago? Banshee doesn't remember, but only that some person with spiritual power used something to do something. I guess all we can do is search the shelter. I have to trust both my past and present self. Okay, cool beans. I'm going to take Diamond with me, because I don't want to take Hero. And I didn't see anywhere where it said it was super important to have her with me. I mean, I just scanned it lightly. I didn't, like, check hardcore or nothing, but, you know. We'll figure it out. If we fucked up, then we fucked up. That is our reality. This the way I want to go? No, it was the other way. Is there a door down here? I think there was a door down here, right? Did I go the wrong way again? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. Go backwards and then go forwards. It's very confusing. I'm not good at the map. Okay, yeah, because now I can unlock the door, yeah? It's a thick iron door. Keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open the door with the underground shelter key. Okay. Go in then. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Head has been cut off. Definitely looks scary, but I've always been scared of statues. It's probably one of those weird things that is not normal, but I don't know. Like, stone statues and stuff terrify me. I love them. Like, I love looking at them. But also, there's an innate fear there. Like the dinosaurs in Crystal Park. Is that what it's called in England? Crystal Palace? Crystal something, I don't know. There's some old dinosaur statues. Didn't go see them when I was in England. And then I was sad. The Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. The talisman stuck to its neck as if it's in place of the missing head. Okay. Apparently it gave us some spirit power. So, that's good, I guess. It's a big iron box. Can I open it? That's a bunch of heads. Why are they here? Boxes past carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. And some skulls. I don't think those skulls are statue heads. A real actual head can clearly be seen among them. Okay, yeah. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female? Most likely one of the experiment victims. Huh, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. Oh, okay. I thought you'd say that. Just kidding. I feel Diamond's gaze on me. You know if it adds it to the spirit file. Box in the warehouse one. Are we gonna take the head with us? I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. The woman's head? Because I think I know where to use that one, at least. Can give it back to the lady. Okay. I think that's everything that's in here. So, let's move on out and go back to the lady. Oh. That actually genuinely scared me. That's the first time one of those has scared me. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it's because we just acquired a head. No, I guess not. Probably not. I don't fucking know. Let me make these decisions. It's a terrible idea. Okay, let's go in here. And give our friend back a head. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Yeah, okay. Cut by the neck. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yes. I try attaching the human head. It doesn't fit very well. Okay. I guess we'll have to find another human body somewhere? Interesting. Okay, well there are more places we can check. Go forward and then go left. Because there's another locked door there, I think. Are you locked? The iron door. Keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it. Open the door with the underground shelter key. Well, let's go. Okay, not my favorite. Not quite what I was expecting. Oh, bloody hell. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. That's horrifying. Should I go back? I'm scared. Oh, fuck it, let's keep going. If we die, we die. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. Live or die. Okay, not great, but probably fine, right? You lay about, what are you doing there? No time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this basis slogan at once, oh fuck. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. I don't fucking know. That one? Yeah, okay. 100 million honorable deaths. It's a fucked up chant, but okay. Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with the air raids. We won't lose even if our country is reduced to ashes. Show your determination. We won't lose. Land of the Gods is indestructible? Okay. I'm getting there. Army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? If the kamikaze winds blow? Apparently that's the right answer. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, well we survived, so that's all we needed. Let's go left, because left is the only correct way to go. We continue to only go left, then eventually we'll get to everywhere. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says I. Human bones look like the person was crushed to death. There's a door. It's a thick iron door. It wasn't rusted. I could open it. So open it. Oh, we found more heads. Or bodies, not heads. In the operating room in the southern section. But on the table there's a corpse. Head is missing, just like the others. Headless corpse is lying there. So I'm gonna do everything. I hate that. A rusted filing cabinet. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact. Then open it. Door's locked. Oh, okay. I guess we won't be opening it. Guess we can look at the body. Headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table. That I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yes. I reattached the human head. Human head fits the severed neck perfectly. Perfect. The world suddenly distorts. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. No, that's not horrifying at all. Horrific scene appears before my eyes. Thanks, I hate it. This is the woman on the operating table? Some kind of experiment has been performed on her. She's got lots of arms, like Buddha statues. Right? I think that one had a bunch of arms. I don't know. I must be seeing the past. Fucking hell. Sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools, but they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck here forever in the nightmares of past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Apparently the left is always the right side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. And something else interrupts. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, y'all. It very rudely decided it didn't want to work anymore. Okay. That's fine. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. And you can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the men in the lab coats again. Okay, fuck. I was not prepared for this. Hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is for you, we'll let you decide. The chisel? Is a chisel an option? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. That's what I want, a chisel. Good answer. You're pretty smart. Fortunately, you seem to be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. Fucking hell. Shut up. You're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch. Just cut her head off. Patient, we finally found a clue. What? Not yet. Wait. Now give you power. Whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the heavenly Buddha? No. That one? Stupid woman, just kill her already. Okay, not that one. I guess maybe we'll go with the middle one? Female head, male body, maybe? I don't know. We'll try it out. See how we go. Okay, let's put the head back on. Okay. Chisel. I'm just gonna try this one, just in case, because I don't fucking know. Precisely. That's why we need your head. Okay. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our country. I guess that one makes the most sense. Probably should have picked that one first. Problem is the soul freshness, regardless of refrigeration, is all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Oh, my ribs hurt so much. Hate this whole world, tear it to pieces. The power to do that. I'll give it all to you in the place where you hear me now. Hate them, destroy them, understand? Yes. Hopefully all of the yeses work. I don't know why we went with the middle one. I just like panic click down because I get so nervous. Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. And we've survived. 10 out of 10. Just then, something slides at the hand of the corpse on the table. Key? Small key. Perfect. What I just saw. No, more importantly. The voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so well. Did you see something? Yeah, actually. I explained to Diamond what I just saw. Horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever the voice belonged to. I think that's fascinating, I do, but what does that have to do with the mark? Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Diamond's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. The small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. Turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Diamond, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. New info added to the spirit file. Serious human experiments. Okay, well. Rusted traveling cabinet. Molded molded cabinet. Guess we'll just go here and use the key. Open the door using the small key. I don't know. Some doors it just uses the key by itself. Inside is an old gun and some research records. Suddenly berserk, severe damage, suture chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf were managed to remain sane. Have spiritualization, like disposal that needs sacred object, attack. Destroy human head. The heart of all this, need to destroy human head. Oh, I think that might be why we need hiroo then. Because our sacred objects are the Suzu bells, which are for shrine maidens. And she's the only woman we have with us, so maybe that's why we need hiroo. We'll go back and get her at a later date. That's all it says. Got the gun with blanks and research records 3. Okay, and there's nothing else to see here? Missing not only its head, but all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? Unclear. Headless corpse. Going but where remains of its clothing is likely a woman. Okay. Well, let's go back then. And then we'll go back, and then we'll go left. Oh, whoops, hold on, sorry. Try that one again. Go backwards, and then go forwards, and then go left. I can do it. I can read the map, I promise. I mean, that's definitely not true. I absolutely cannot, under any circumstances, be trusted to read the map. Thick iron door. Okay. We've unlocked the door. Do we need to look at this corpse too? It's an abandoned skeleton. Feel it. Why? I don't know. Managed to pry it out. The whole corpse looks like it might crumble at any second. Okay, got a talisman. Cool beans. Forward, into the door. Hopefully not bad things will happen. Okay. We seem to be doing alright. Still no hair though. I don't know why I'm so excitedly looking for hair. It doesn't seem like a good thing to find. It usually isn't in Japanese horror films. There it is. There's the hair. Okay, well we found it now, so I guess I can stop complaining about it. Keep going. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Okay. How cool. That is fun. Oh dear, I'm gonna sneeze. And try really hard not to sneeze, because my mute button doesn't work. I have to like manually mute. Okay, so let's go forward. and then go left. Oh dear, my nose is not happy with me. Okay, it's okay. We'll be fine. Door stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints. Keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. You do indeed have the key, friend. But when I turn the knob to go in, the door doesn't open. Are you having some kind of trouble? The door won't open. I'm sure I unlocked it, though. I turned the key again, just to double check. But I was right. It's unlocked. What's going on? I tried turning the knob slowly, but it stops moving halfway. It's almost as if someone on the opposite side is pushing against it to keep it closed. Seems the dead are rejecting us. Read all the records. Read all the records. Are the records referring to the research records? I try to prompt my old self into answering, but there's no reply. I mean, that makes sense, right? No choice left, I turn to Diamond. Let's keep looking. We can come back here later. Could be something we still need to do. Okay, cool beans. Let's go left again. Can I look at this door? No. Go through it? I can. Okay, hold on. I gotta blow my nose again, y'all. Ah. Okay, hopefully we'll be okay again for a bit. Ooh. Gosh, my butt hurts. Okay. So we want to go forward. Yeah. That makes sense. Do I know where I am? Not even a little bit. But I will continue to go left, and go left, and go left. Even though that'll probably kill us. Okay, well, here's a door. Where's this door gonna take us? Oh no, back here. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. We don't want to be here. Does that mean we've been to all the places then? And we can't have been, because we're short at least one record, right? They would have let us in the door, yeah? We've been used for the same experiments. I hope they keep experiment notes. Now let's get searching. Oh, okay. Thanks, I hate it. It's a rusted filing cabinet. All bit melded cabinet, whatever's inside should still be intact. Can I open it? Open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. Notebook with a black cover is left inside. Experimental unit correspondence code. Seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Canon, weapons code name, ... dash ... dash. Am I gonna remember that? No. ... dash ... dash ... dash ... Fuck. We're never gonna remember any of this. Okay, well, I know what soul is. Because that was what we decided the other one was, right? Dash ... dash ... dash. Looks like Wyban code? Similar to Morse code. Okay. It's not something I've been familiar with, but maybe it's just like the Japanese version of that. Or, I don't know. Genuinely have no idea. Like there's something in it. I open inside and search it. Find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th neck experiment, Ashura statue. Connect male body and female head. Success. then supernatural phenomenon spirit. Frequent, hard, continued experiments. That's all it says. Got research records too, in the palm pistol. Seems to be a record of the experiments performed here. How fascinating. Indeed. Nothing inside the metal cabinet. Okay. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Cut on the neck is jagged. Must have been cut with some kind of tool. Okay. Not particularly helpful. But I guess that means that the place that we were wasn't the place that we were. So that was like a different disposal of that? Somehow? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna need to blow my nose again. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna try and hold out. See if we can. Okay, well there doesn't appear to be a door here, so... I guess that's helpful. Well, let's go back and then go left again. To the left. Okay, and then we go left again. I don't know, left is my only option. Oh, there's something here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blow my nose. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna touch it. Stain seems to be old blood. Crackles and breaks off in flakes. Not particularly helpful. Open my eyes wide and stare at the white space. That might have been a poster. Curiously enough, I can almost see the shadows of what looks like letters. They're not clear enough to read. I don't think I have anything that would help with that, though. No, it doesn't seem like I do. At least not yet. Okay. Maybe we'll find something? Trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape? Oh, is this back where we were? Maybe? Oh god, my nose is not cooperating. Hold on. Yeah, this is the road access. Okay. I'm gonna assume maybe then that we should go get Hiroo. Let's see. Okay. Small key from the corpse. Okay. Did already... Apparently there's a room with 7 statues, but I don't know how to get there. This experiment records flee though. Free. Oh, you know what? I think I know. Okay, I understand. Portable syringe gun. Okay. I'm guessing that that door is the red door. So when did we get a portable syringe gun? Experiment records 2. Okay, so I guess that's the palm gun. Okay. Well, we're gonna go back and get Hiroo then. And then we'll have to find our way back to that bloody door. Which we should be able to do, I think, hopefully. Climb the ladder, I can get above ground. Because I do think I need Hiroo to use the bell. And I probably should blow my nose again too. So I guess we'll do that. Oops. While we go back to the mansion. Okay, I think we should be okay. We'll get hiroo. Yes, these, babe. And then we'll save again. I'll save over this one, just in case. I don't know. It feels like the thing to do. Oh, should we read all our shit first? Maybe we'll read all our new shit we have. Because that seems like the thing to do. We find a pile of heads in a large iron box. They're mostly statues, but buried among them is a human head. It's been mummified. It appears to be female. So this is where it went. Bring it back to its owner. There I go again, unconsciously speaking. Which one am I to bring with me? All the heads are pretty heavy, so I can probably only take one. My vision blurs when I return the head to the body on the table. Is the corpse's ghost showing me the past, or is it a curse? The man in the lab coat has to be the ghost of a researcher here. The two ghosts are stuck in an unending nightmare. They cut off the woman's head with a chisel and then try to attach it to the Ashura statue. That's obscene. Hatred overwhelms me. Just then, I hear the operating table woman's voice on my right. Hate the entire world and tear it to pieces. Pour all my strength into this place. Where I hear the voice, hate, kill. It sounds like a curse of some kind. And what's the voice she mentioned? Is that the voice that made the cannon soldier move? The woman's head, having gained a special power, was put on the Ashura statue. The cannon soldier awoke, either a curse or a grudge triggering its birth. It must be a spiritual being of some kind. That means I need an object with spiritual power. The Kagero Suzu bell we found is used by priestesses. Then who would be best to bring as my partner? I'm still not sure. Well, I'm sure. The answer is hiroo, obviously. Don't be daft. Okay. Let's go back to the alley. I wish I could go to the other alley, because I think it would be faster for me to get to where I'm going, but whatever. Okay. Do what we gotta do sometimes, you know? But I don't know how to get there from here. I guess we'll figure it out. Forward, maybe? If this doesn't work, we'll go left. Because I know we don't want to go the first left. Where does this take us? Yeah, okay. That seems like a thing I wanted to do. And then we just have to find the red door, maybe? Not this one. Not that one either. We can make it. I believe in us. I don't actually know where it is, though. Here we go. I finded it. That didn't even take that long. I'm very proud of me. Put my hand on the doorknob again and turn it. When I do, it turns smoothly with no resistance. Okay. Inside the room. Guess we just look at the statues? What it says. Examine the statues to unlock the box. Then search the box. Okay. I can do it. I can do it. Inside the room are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations. Yeah, see, one of them has a bunch of arms. Feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse, source of the spirit, is. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should know already? I don't know. Let's look at them. It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. Looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. The statue looks like a Vidyara? Or something? It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. The Ravana statue is missing its head. Also an arm, maybe? Or maybe it doesn't usually have an arm. I don't know. I've never heard that word before. The statue with its head cut off seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual element or implement. It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. His head has been severed. And what about this one? Statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. Research all the statues. Every statue has a male body. Suddenly there's a sound of movement from within the box. Okay, but first I'm gonna blow my nose again. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I think we should be okay now. Hopefully, for a little bit. Let's open the box. It's a big box. Open a bitch. Managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hero peers into the box beside me. So, was something in there? Well, my voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit. There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing in here. What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? He was right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There's one thing. I never would have expected to see something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. Box sealed by talismans has enshrined a Western style cushion. Hero sighs, disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. True. But the statue of the room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. Okay, Buddha statues in warehouse 2. And the thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. Mark burns scarlet. This immediately is dyed a deep crimson. Death is only a few minutes away. Ugh, what's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit is here. Okay. 10 out of 10. Terrifying. What the hell is happening? My nose wants to run. That's what's happening. The low sutra chant hum trembles the air. Feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. Okay, so I want to use the blank gun and the bell. Kremlin loses consciousness. It's the gun with blanks. How did I lose consciousness and then shoot a gun? I don't know. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. Turns the gun toward my head and fires. Okay. Blank explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears. It's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Oh, that's good. We need that. That was indeed a thing we wanted. Clutching her head like they can't hear anything either. Yeah, because she's got the bell. Okay, cool. The numbness is faded. Okay. Hero shakes the Kazusuzu bell. Nothing happens. Cannon soldier yells. making my heart clench. Hero's injured. Gremlin is injured. Okay, interesting. Okay, so now I want to use the palm pistol. And the bell. Shoots the palm pistol. Cannon soldier is wounded. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. Hero shakes the Suzu bell. Cannon soldier is wounded. Spirit turns solid again. Cannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. And we are injured again, but that's okay. Okay. So now I want to use the ranged sword and the bell. Shoot the ranged sword blade. Cannon soldier is wounded. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. And hero shakes the bell and wounds the soldier again. Spirit turns solid again. Same thing happens. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, I love that. That looks so fucking cool. 10 out of 10. Oh, I love that so much. Okay. I want to use the sword. And then apparently Banshee will come and give us a large chisel. Gremlin slashes the rusted army sword. Soldier's wounded, then becomes intangible, and she shakes the bell. Spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me. Yeah, Banshee. Okay. Voice yells comically. Whoever just puts their hand on my back. Hold on, sorry. I do need to blow my nose again. Okay, hopefully we can last now. I don't know that that's true, but we'll figure it out, won't we? Okay. Voice yells comically, whoever's put their hand on my back, but I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel, with a grip stained in blood. I found it in that room in the mansion. In that instant, I understand everything. Part of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Kuju Mansion. Thanks, I'm gonna use it. I love the way this face looks. I grab the chisel and face the spirit. Okay. So we want to use the chisel. And she still wants to use the bell. Swing the chisel. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I jab the chisel at the right ear. Stares at me dispassionately. Was that what I wanted? It told me to choose option 4, so I did. Finally it smiles and disappears. Okay. So probably we did okay. I'm gonna hope so anyway. Okay, statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it. We still have our mark. Okay, so I guess this wasn't where we got ours. It's weird then that we've been here before. We knew those things. Once again, I'm the only one still cursed. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us. Thanks for saving us, but you know, that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Oh yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind. Tell us, old man. What happened at the mansion? Not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by your room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. Okay, must have meant the room I found. I was kinda out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure to be effective against the cannon soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me Of a lady, sorta, it said, to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit. Exactly that. So I hooked it over here to give it to you. When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kuju family used to create Buddhist statues a long time ago. It's possible that the chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like my mysterious voice that guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. Yeah, because I think it was the Black Bunny who was murdered. Though I don't know that you can murder spirits. I don't know, we must be able to. Because we've been... I guess murdering is the wrong word. But we've been banishing spirits. Though we've been doing it nicely. But you can do it a different way. And people die. And that's what happened. So, are we heading back to the mansion then, Gremlin? For one, I'm hungry, but I bet Dr. Diamond's worried too. I left without saying a word after all. Yeah. Searching for the documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue, fallen to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm gonna study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around in here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged. Okay, well, at least they can get along, and she didn't say anything horrifically nasty to him. So, okay. Turn to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but I feel like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. Well, that's good. Then, I guess. But still hasn't solved our mark. We climb out of the manhole in Amnu South Alley. Daimon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. Oh, babe. I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark's gone now, too. What in the world happened? I had something to give Gremlin. Isn't that right, Hero? Guess. I'd rather not think about the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well done. I must do my investigation another day. Are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Gremlin still has his, though. That always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statue stolen from H. Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. Thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. Sorry. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Sayakujo's dying wish. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose again. I apologize. Okay, hopefully you'll be okay again. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Good to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Mizu. Like I'd do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Gremlin. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help you out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, Gremlin. One day I'm hoping to let the public know about that underground shelter. For the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? Not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. So you're still planning on going back? Not sure I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Gremlin. Bring more food next time, yeah? Former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head back to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next. I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are wide as saucers. I forgot 'cause the mark, but I've met you before. What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. Scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back. I don't have time to wait for him. Ah, yes. We first met 5 years ago. And then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kuju Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. Well, yeah, that would make sense. Because you'd remember if you did it afterwards. You need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it. Tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. Hold on, sorry. I gotta blow my nose again. Having a time. Okay, hopefully it'll be okay. Again, for a little bit, I guess. What should I ask about? 5 years ago? You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know more about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. Huh, actually. You were more focused on the Kuchu family than the Cannon Soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family prized sacred treasures. He really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family, which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Well, then let's ask about 10 days ago. I just seen the Cannon Soldier, and you can bet I booked it out the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. Curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name in the past few hours after that. By the by, I got something to tell you. This here Banshee Itu is a much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. Saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. You forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. Of course not. That'd be way too easy. There's no driver's license or company card with an ID in it. When you got it? Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. Probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayakuju, spirit healer. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Sayakuju's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. No doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. Asked everything I want to know. But something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well... I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. You kidding? Oh yeah, you said the same thing about Hiroo. As Hiroo, but the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then he said something strange. He said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Her? That's not all. He said she gave you the mark, that she loved watching you lose your memories and feared death. He made her kick the bucket once. I killed someone? But she came back to life. He said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man. Who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. I just think you honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? Well, that's about all I can tell you. Gremlin, we should get going soon. Go? Where? Tell you in the car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. There's no point in arguing here. I'll just get him out once we're in the car. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. New info was added to the spirit file. My past self. Okay. Oh my god. My nose. My poor little nose. Hold on. Okay. Should we check the record? Are we safe? I don't know. I'll save. Why the fuck not, right? And then memo is B, which I think is this one. Okay. The headless Buddha statues in the warehouse must be the ones stolen from the shrine. I finally found them, but they're huge. The shrine is so little. Anyway. The one used to make the cannon soldier should be stored here. A box in the center has talismans plastered over it, as if sealing the source of the curse. What we find in the box is only a Western-style cushion. That's depressing. Oh dear, my nose. Is this the heart of the grudge of the source of the spirit? No way. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I just want to finish this chapter before I go. Hopefully my nose won't get any worse. No way, something was here, something cursed, something that might be able to stop the cannon soldier. As if to mock me even further, the mark warns me time is short. We just have to face the soldier with what we've gathered up until now. Forget what we're missing and take stock of what we have. If we want to use the saber or short sword, we'll have to throw them. If the spirit is nebulous, like that spirit door, then the Kagawa Suzu bell will be helpful. And the blanks will mess up our ears if we shoot them. But one document mentioned must destroy head. Not sure about all of that, but I can't give up if I want to live. After we defeat the soldier, Banshee's mark disappears, and he remembers meeting me several times before I lost my memory. I've been investigating the sacred treasures the Kuju family donated to the Heavenly Buddha Project. When I met him 10 days ago, the mark was already on my arm. I told him she gave it to me, but I'd already forgotten her name by then. Okay. To the mansion. Nope, mansion's out of the way. Banshee clambers in the backseat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space. Ah, I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the forest by H Castle. Okay. If you say so, friend. I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car we're riding in. 10 days ago, I promised, in exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly. If you did forget everything, I'd take you to the 8th shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at 8th shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear away impurity. Suddenly, my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud as a realization dawns. The summer purification rites. The rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through the woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity. Ah, gotcha. Luckily today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Exorcise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. But also, who would have been doing those rites at H Shrine? Because H Shrine is like the Kuju family shrine. So I don't think anything else would have been there. I don't know. Anyway, not important. I've got to blow my nose again. Dear Lord. Okay. Previous self is a complete stranger to me. I guess we're going back to the shrine. How many times have I come to this forest now? The creepy arch and the thick trees look the same as always. You know where H Shrine is, yeah? Lead the way. You've never been there? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. Banshee and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We passed under the stone torii gate and finally arrive at the desolate H Shrine. Few headless Buddha statues that are left shine the light in the flashlight. Hold on, sorry. So the statues used in the project were stolen from here. Yeah, that's right. The stolen, donated, two separate things. And said Kuju family donated a bunch of stuff, right? So they didn't have to steal them. Is it really true that the statues are connected to the mark somehow? I don't know. It's what the bride said. I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath, but 10 days ago. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. This, of course, I've been following this whole time. Then at some point, I had to have been fed some huge lie. What could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. Feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell. You said 10 days ago that altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity. He approaches the small altar and puts his hands on the sliding door. The mirror? Huh? What's going on in here? The thing's empty. Don't ask me. It was already gone when I got here earlier. Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch. What was inside? Small fist-sized statue. A nejibutsu or something. It was a goshintai for the shrine. Kuju had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago. Then again, it's from the Kuju family. Must have strong ties to the mark. Well, this is about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son. Right. Still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the nejibutsu go? What is a nejibutsu? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go and keep turning to look toward the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me on to the forest entrance. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not going to ride back with me? I'm going to be honest with you. I got a bit carsick on the way here. Flat roads are fine, but the curves and the hills did me in. Just got a nice meal and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back. But it's pretty far from here. Kids are always such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing. I imagine that's probably just one of those old people things. I don't know where the Himalayas are in relation to Japan. Also, they're mountains, so you probably can't just walk across them casually. His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose again. I pull out of the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago in the shelter, the cannon soldier went berserk, but it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier, but the Kuju family head used the nejibutsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me the mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning to use the nejibutsu like they did before. I left it at each shrine so it could be cleansed of its impurity. But somewhere along the line it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kuju Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who is she? I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. And that definitely proves that she was here. 50 years ago, she made the cannon soldier move down in the shelter. Kuju family's head sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. Secret objects for the project of which she was one, or returned to the Kujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there was any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. Well, we're getting close. 6 is the last chapter, so we'll finally figure out what's happening. Though I think we still have our mark in the second game, so who the fuck knows? Entrance doesn't look any different. Ooh, my mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. Seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. Move was added to the spirit file in pursuit of the truth. Okay, well, let's take a look at that then. Last time I saw Banshee, I told him that if I completely forgot everything, he should take me to H Shrine. He says I wanted to recover some Nijibutsu thing that was there, but when we arrived, the Nijibutsu is oddly missing. All the effort I went through to prevent the mark from causing havoc was wasted. But I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth I've been pursuing. I defeated 5 spirits now, since I first came to Kuju Mansion, but none were the one that gave me my mark. So where exactly is this she that I need to face? My old self knew and prepared something to help me with no memory. Then there must be a way to stop her. Don't be afraid. I've got to trust in myself. Okay, I'm just gonna check and make sure that this is the end of the chapter, and then we'll go, I suppose. Oh, apparently there's a live or die choice. Okay, but it does say I should save here if we're not gonna do the chapter right away. Okay, so we'll save here and I'll be back on Sunday with more of this friend. So yeah, thank you for anyone who stopped by or anyone who's watching this at a later date. I do appreciate you. I'm really loving this game, so hopefully other people will eventually enjoy it too. And I will see y'all on Sunday. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. Depends on how we're doing. Probably Sunday, but I don't know. I'm very excited. I just want to know how it ends. Okay, anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.